Alright, you guys, welcome back to the vlog. This is another clip that I filmed while editing, putting it on the beginning of the video. I realized while editing that my volume, I don't know if it's the mic or just the way that I was talking during this entire video, it's very quiet. I understand you gotta push through. I don't know what to tell you. I will make sure that it is fixed. Maybe not in the next video because I've already started filming clips for that, but it's gonna be fixed at some point. Anyway, enjoy. Welcome back to the vlog. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the vlog. I am Andrea Glass, IFBB Fitness Pro, and we are 12 weeks out from the Olympia. I'm already going off to the sidebar. In my last video, sorry about this lighting, the sun is behind me, this camera, I don't know all the settings. In my last video, I talked about how I used to do what I just did. I'm 11 weeks out, or I'm 12 weeks out, right? I'm really 11 weeks and 5 days. I think that I'm going to start switching and say I'm 11 weeks out. Like, as soon as I'm under 12 weeks, I'm 11 weeks. So anyway, maybe I'll just say the days. It doesn't matter. I'm in Olympia prep. It's Sunday, June 20th. It's like 8:40 in the morning. I'm headed to my apartment gym to get some fasted cardio done. I have my coffee. I took my Olympia. I started taking a new probiotic because if you're new here, your girlie has gut issues. If you're not new here, you already know. So we're just seeing if that helps move some things along. So anyway, about to do some fasted cardio, catch up on YouTube, and we'll check in with you guys after I practice my routine later. So for those who have never seen it, this is our apartment gym. Not a ton of action here, but this machine, this does everything. So there's a pull down, that's an attachment, so you can obviously put whatever, but then it also doubles right here as like a rowing, so you can pull from here, sit here, face that way, and pull, or you can sit here, face me, and pull down. Same thing with this. This is a crunch. You can pull it down or switch it so that you are pushing up. Shoulder press here. This has two attachments, and then this is a leg curl and a leg extension. And then we have a mirror. We have views of the pool. You can't really see. I don't work here, but I hate this floor. I'm thinking about replacing it. Because we just replaced our floor in my gym, like at Burn. And we have a couple extra rolls. I don't know how this is gonna work, so I'm putting my camera down. We have a couple extra rolls of it. And I'm like, I wanna bring this to my apartment gym, but it's like carpet, it's like cheerleading mat. And I don't know what the cleaning situation is here. Like, I don't know if they want something that's gonna have to be vacuumed. Like, I'm gonna ask them though, like, hey, pro bono, can I replace that? Because that, you can't do anything on it because the thing's split apart. Like, it's not even that much cushion. Like, it's just, I'd rather have cheerleading mat there. And if not, if they're like, no, ma'am, like, then I'll just probably just keep it in my garage. And if I ever need to come over here and work on skills, just roll it over, roll it out, and do my stuff. But anyway, she's about to do 30 minutes of fasted cardio before I go home, wake up my family, shower, and go to church. Okay, so I'm just messing with the settings. I need to actually go watch a video and see. I'm just pressing buttons. But I think I finally figured out how to get this thing to not follow my face when I move it, right? Like, instead of it like, anyway, we're gonna see. I'm gonna try to edit my video right now. Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, July 21st. I am headed to fasted cardio with my FemFit Chicks mug with Me Time Coffee. Your girl, I am a believer. One thing about me is I am going to support all of my friends. I got the Turn Fit waist trimmer, slap strap. I got the Me Time Coffee. I got the mugs. I got it all. Anyway, so headed to fasted cardio. It's like 7. It's after 7. I don't know. I put on my schedule that I wanted to do this by 7, but I also don't have like my next thing until 8. Y'all, I'm trying to like schedule my life out. Remember when I was like, oh, time management. I'm trying. So I only have 30 minutes of cardio, but I gave myself the full hour. It's because I knew I was going to be moving slow in the morning. So going to do cardio, and then I have a little bit of work to do. Hopefully some of that will be while like my family is still asleep. I mean, Ruben says he's going to be up, but I mean, he might be and he might not be. Hopefully Reagan is still asleep at least, just because once Reagan wakes up, then even if I do have work to do, sorry about the lighting, I have to keep like readjusting it because the light gets behind me. Anyway, once Reagan wakes up, it's hard to like really stick exactly to the schedule just because like she's gonna need something, or I'm gonna want to cook her breakfast so she stays like quiet for a hot second, or whatever it is. So anyway, all that to say is hopefully I can get a little bit of work done before Reagan wakes up. So about to do my 30 minutes of cardio. I did lose half a pound. I think I'm off my period tonight. Today might be my last day, so hopefully that will help. Y'all, I gotta be, hopefully I will be 137 in the 137s by check-ins this week, because I was looking at my tracker, my last prep, and I know every prep is different, but I was looking at my last prep tracker. By 8 weeks out from the Arnold, I was 136. Now, granted, I held 136 until 4 weeks out. It was like every check-in 136, 136, 136. Then 4 weeks out, I was like 133. Like I dropped 3 pounds suddenly. So it's just getting in my head like that I'm still so freaking heavy. But also the Arnold prep, we didn't really start digging until 4 weeks out. Like I went on vacation at 4 weeks out. I remember going to that wedding. So like I know that even though I'm still the same weight, I know that technically I'm ahead just because of how we're working this plan. It's still hard. Okay, so I just finished cardio. I mean, I have like 10 seconds left, but I'm just gonna probably just stay on the treadmill while I finish this clip just because I have too many things to carry. So I just watched my last Olympia routine. First off, that routine was good. Like, considering where I was in my career, that routine was good. But also, watching that routine, I'm like, I can't believe that made it to the Olympia. Like, not that I can't believe that made it to the Olympia, because that routine actually was not the one that qualified me, but I mean, just watching that routine, I'm like, wow, that was so far below what my expectation is now. Now, it was good. Like, I was watching it, I was like, okay, this wasn't that bad. Like, it's been a long time since I've watched it because it wasn't my best routine. Like, I had a lot of mistakes in it, and I remember feeling so tired. Like, I remember halfway through that routine being like, I can't breathe. Like, and I could tell by watching it, like, wow, you look tired. So I never wanted to watch it because it was like a little bit painful for me to watch, because I just knew that it wasn't my best of what I had at the time. Like, I had done better routines than that, so I never wanted to watch it. Anyway, that being said, I just watched it, and I'm like, okay, this wasn't as bad as I thought it was, but it also was not very good. Anyway, it made me feel better. Just about, I haven't actually really been nervous about the Olympia. Like, I specifically put, and I've talked about this before, but I'll just finish it up. I specifically put Oklahoma on my calendar so that I would have an earlier target to shoot for, right? So that I wouldn't just be worrying about the Olympia all the way in the future, right? But since then, I've felt like this like overwhelming pressure, obviously, to be ready earlier, because I have to be ready earlier. But the reality is even if I'm not quite exactly where I want to be for Oklahoma, even if I'm, like I said, if I get on stage above 130, like I'm still fat. Even if I'm 131 or 132, which is gonna be worse than Legion, that still gives me 4 weeks to still be better than I was at Adela, which is absolutely possible. I'm not doing that. I don't plan to do that. I'm just saying. That is, the reality is that I don't have 8 weeks, I have 12 weeks. And routine-wise, my routine has been feeling good, but I'm just still heavy, so these skills are a little hard, and I've been like, man, like, kind of get it, not really comparing, but like a little bit. You can only stop yourself from comparing so much, right? Like, I know Taylor's talking about like, oh, 3 full outs in one practice, 2 full outs in one practice. And I know Allison's not like running true full outs yet, but she's very, very close to full outs. And I'm like, damn, we're all competing on the same weekend, and y'all are running multiple full outs in one practice. Like, but like I told Allison, because we talked about it, me and Allison talk every single day. So like I told her, I'm like, well, I've competed this routine, so I feel like I don't feel like I need to be running full out at 8 weeks out. Like, I feel good to start running this full out 4 or even 3 weeks out. Just because I have this routine under my belt, I just need to like get back in shape and lose some weight. So anyway, all that to say is I was feeling worried, but seeing where I was in 2022, I'm like, okay, Andrea, just relax and enjoy the ride. Just like if you have been watching my vlogs for a while, I think during my like Emerald/Legion prep, was it before that? Yeah, no, it was during that, because it was during Ruben's birthday. I had mentioned having like this come to Jesus moment. And if you if you did not watch my vlog back then, basically this guy, Antonio, who has the same coach as Ruben. He just qualified for the Olympia for the first time in like 10 years of being a pro and 10 years of being a top 5 pro. And I just had this come to Jesus moment when I was like, damn, like he's been trying for 10 years and he kept showing up and he kept showing up and he kept showing up. Like, and 10 years later, he got qualified. And I basically was just like, I need to relax. Like, just because I had early success, like, I think that makes it a little bit more challenging because you just expect success. And Allison and I have talked about that on the podcast. Like, the girls that have early success sometimes slow down dramatically, or even they don't even reach the pinnacle. Whereas the girls who have a little bit slower success, and not just the girls, but we were talking about in fitness, obviously, the girls who have slower success usually have like just a more consistent rise, but they have a higher ceiling because they've learned how to lose, so they don't burn out on losing, right? Like, you win early and you never learn how to lose. As soon as you lose, because eventually you will, you don't know how to handle it. And then you lose again and you're like, I'm done. I don't want to bodybuild anymore. But the girls who have lost a lot, they're resilient and they have what my brother calls stick-to-itiveness. Like, they will stick to it. So they usually have higher ceilings just because they're willing to withstand more. Anyway, all that to say is I had this moment of reckoning, like, Andrea, if you don't qualify for the Olympia, who cares? Antonio tried for 10 years. Like, and you're all bent out of shape that you might not qualify for, the second year in a row? Like, who cares? And I need to apply that to right now. Like, first off, it's only your second Olympia. You've already worked so hard to qualify for the Olympia. That is the win. As long as you bring your best and as long as you do your best, that is the win. Yes, I would love to. I am still working my ass off to get into the top 5, top 6. I think they award top 5. But if they award top 6, I'll say top. I'm trying to make some money. Yes, I'm working my ass off to do that. But ultimately, I don't need to have so much of this pressure that it ruins the process for me, right? So anyway, she's back. Okay, you know what it is. My favorite store. Headed into the grocery store, so I just worked out. I had a good back day, but y'all, I'm still trying to figure out the lighting on this thing. I don't know where my straps are, my lifting straps. I took them out of my backpack the other day because I was trying something for athlete games, and I thought that I put them back, but they're not in my backpack, so I don't know where they are. So it's hard to do like a really heavy back day without lifting straps. So I mean, it was good, but it wasn't the best back day I've ever had in my entire life. It was fine. And then, of course, I worked on skills because I always worked on skills. And then I did the red light therapy. That's like something that I'm trying to do at least twice a week, just to help with my recovery. I don't know if it's helping or not yet because I literally just have done it 3 times. But, you know, we're going to do it because it's definitely not hurting. So anyway, just at the grocery store, I actually came to get cream cheese for Reagan because she's on like a cream bagel and cream cheese kick. So I came to get cream cheese for her. I'm probably also going to get some ground beef because she also is like into tacos right now. I don't know. She watches stuff on YouTube that like they just talk about food, and then she's like, yeah, I really like that food. So I'm like, okay, whatever. But if she's eating, I'm here for it. Oh, it's rainbow unicorn, y'all. I just got so excited. 99-cent Bang Energy. I thought this was my favorite cotton candy. It's not. It's rainbow unicorn. This is candy apple crisp. I'll probably get a couple of them just because, but I wish it was cotton candy. Okay, we're getting closer. 99 and 89-cent C4, but these are like weird flavors. Arctic snow cone and strawberry water. Oh, absolutely not. Definitely not that one, but we'll try this one. Good afternoon, everybody. It is Tuesday, the 22nd of July. I trained all morning, had a meeting, got on a call with this like mentorship thing that I am doing. And now I am headed to my mom's to pick up Reagan. My mom took her to swimming lessons. She's doing so good. Reagan's doing so good. Pick up Reagan, head to the gym. So we have to double duty today. So I have shoulders, maybe quads, depending on how much time I have. Shoulders and quads at Powerhouse, and then I'm gonna go straight to boot camp for cardio. It looks like a really hard one. I trained all morning, and I said, "You guys look miserable." I said, "I don't want to do this." Actually, like sometimes people look miserable, but it looks good. Like it looks the right amount of miserable. Like it looks like, yeah, this looks hard. Like you guys really look like you're getting after it, but it looks like, yes, I want that. Today, it just straight up looked like you guys look like you are having a horrible time, and I don't want any part of this, which is why I have to go. It's why I have to go. Plus, we're under 8 weeks out, right? We're under 8 weeks out to Oklahoma. I finally woke up to a new current low, 136.9. I'm back in the 136 after freaking being 140 for 3 weeks. So I'm feeling good. I told y'all I snapped out of it, and I'm telling you, I'm in there like swimwear. So anyway, I'm picking up Reagan, about to hit shoulders. I forgot to take my pump powder. That's okay. I don't need pump. I feel like I don't really need pump powder until I'm like really lean. I'm not lean yet, so you can't even tell if I got a pump. But yeah, I'll pick her up. I am on a time crunch, so. Okay, you guys, I am leaving boot camp now. That was a horrible, horrible nightmare. In fact, boot camp ended 15 minutes ago, and my heart rate is still at 100. That was a horrible, horrible nightmare. But it was really good. So, sorry, you can hear Reagan's iPad. So I went to Powerhouse, I lifted shoulders, and I did one quad movement. I just did the pendulum squat. And then I got distracted, which I'll explain in a second. Then I got super distracted, so I couldn't finish leg extensions, which is the only other leg exercise I wanted to do. And then I wanted to do skills. I had time to do all this stuff, but I got distracted, which, like I said, I'll talk about that in a second. Then I came to boot camp, killed it. Nearly died, but killed it. Now I'm going home. I got one more meal. And yeah, Ruben is headed to the airport super duper early in the morning, so your girl ain't gonna get much sleep. Oh, yeah, sorry. So anyway, I'm trying to get to bed like as early as humanly possible. We're gonna see what I can do. So, okay, here's why I got distracted, and here's why I'm a little bit irritated. So, this guy, so the other day, like last week, 2 weeks ago, it doesn't really matter. I got rear-ended, okay? So this guy rear-ends me in the parking lot. It wasn't bad at all. Like, Raiden was asleep in the car, and she did not wake up. Like, it wasn't bad at all. But however, I do, now Reagan's saying it was bad. I shouldn't remember. Anyway, I did have damage to my bumper. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. The guy is like, okay, is it okay if I just pay you cash and we don't get insurance involved in this? And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so I'm thinking this is going to be $500. I don't know. I just Googled, like, how much does it cost to get a bumper fixed? I don't know what I thought. So I'm thinking it's going to be $500. It doesn't really matter. That's neither here nor there. I go get a couple quotes, and they're like $2,000, okay? So I'm like, holy smokes, I did not realize that it cost that much. But I guess it's because of the type of bumper that I have. It can't be fixed. It has to be replaced. So not only do they have to replace the bumper, but they have to fix the thing that was like holding the bumper on. So it's like another, anyway, it's $2,000. So at this point, I'm like, well, hell, for $2,000, I'm not getting my bumper fixed right now. You can't even see any of the damage. I'm just going to take the $2,000 and move on with my life and get it fixed another time. And I even told the guy when I went and got a quote, I'm telling you all this whole life story. When I went and got a quote, I told the guy, I was rear-ended, this guy is paying out of pocket, and the guy told me, okay, well, if he's just going to pay you, here's what I'll do for you. I will give you a discount on the labor, so you can at least pocket some of the cash, whatever. Like, I'll give you a discount, I'll still fix it. That way he can, you can take this quote to him, he can give you that much money, you can pocket a little bit of it, whatever. Maybe that's shady, maybe it's not, I don't know. So I'm like, okay, cool, sounds clever. Whatever's clever. I sent this guy the quote. He's like, okay, sounds good, I'll meet you this day with cash. And then all of a sudden he's like, wait, well, how will I know? Well, wait, that quote says insurance. Did you file an insurance claim? I'm like, no, I don't know why it says that. I just walked in and said I needed a quote. And then he's like, well, maybe what if I do that? Maybe I should do a money order. I'm like, okay, do a money order. Okay, who do I make it out to? You make it out to me. Well, I want to make it out to the body shop. I'm like, well, the body shop also said on their quote that there may be other additional costs once it's done. And he's like, okay, well, I need you to get another quote because my buddy's a lawyer and he says that it shouldn't say insurance on there. I'm like, I don't know why it says that, dude. Plus, I sent you 2 quotes. You could use the other quote that doesn't say insurance on it. Like, it doesn't matter to me. And he's like, okay, well, I need you to go get another. And I'm like, oh my goodness, dude, I'm doing you a favor by not calling insurance on this. Like, yes, I wanted the $2,000, like, to do some other things that we wanted to do. But ultimately, I'm like, if you're going to be like this, like, picky about exactly how the quote looks, I need you to send me itemized list. It is itemized in the quote. Well, I need you to send me every single page. I'm like, okay, well, I can send you that, but it's gonna have to be tomorrow. Well, I need you to send me this. Okay, well, I need you to, okay, at this point, I'm just gonna call insurance. Like, it doesn't matter, sir, please. Like, you hit me. I'm doing you a favor by not getting insurance involved, and now you're doing too much. So anyway, I'm just irritated, and I was going back and forth texting this guy while I was at the gym. So anyway, like, would I like the $2,000? Obviously, yes. However, I was going to be living my life without that $2,000 if I didn't get rear-ended. So it's not like I need the $2,000. But ultimately, I'm like, dude, you're making me jump through all these hoops because you don't want to call insurance. Like, again, yes, I would benefit from having the $2,000, but ultimately, I am doing you a favor. So, like, please cut the shit. Just get it done. I gave you the quote. Send me the money and move on. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. But just call your insurance. Like, anyway, am I the asshole? Is that what they say on Reddit? I don't know. Anyway. starved. I need to eat. And then I still have to go do more cardio after my last meal. What did I? Good morning, y'all. I am so tired. Honestly, I don't even know why I'm vlogging right now and not just going to sleep. It is Wednesday the 23rd. It's like it's 8:40 in the morning. I just trained 3 camps, okay? I took Ruben to the airport. It was 12:30 when we left the house. Took Ruben to the airport. Drove straight back, so it's 3 hours driving. It was like a little bit less than 3 hours driving because I got home like right before 3 o'clock in the morning. And I slept at my mom's house because I was going to bring Reagan over there this morning while I went to train because Ruben's out of town. But I was like, I would rather, instead of going home, taking a 60-minute nap, 45-minute nap, really, waking up, getting Reagan ready, getting her out of the house, like taking her to my brother at my mom's house, like hoping she doesn't wait. Like it was too much movement. So I'm like, I'm just going to drive to my mom's. My little 1 hour nap, I'm just going to take at my mom's. And then when my alarm goes off, I'm going to go home and get ready for work. And that's what I did. So anyway, now Reagan's here. She stayed up until we were on our way to the airport. She stayed awake until 12:30. I took a nap from 8 to 12. So I assume she's still asleep. I'm hoping she's still asleep because this is normally when I would work out, but I'm not doing it today. I'm just going to sleep. So hopefully she's still asleep. I'm going to go in there, hope to get a couple hours of sleep before we wake up, eat, get her ready for swim lessons, and then I train again this afternoon. So anyway, I'm just super tired, but the scale did move down a little bit, 136.4. We were 136.9 yesterday, 136.4 today. It's not going to be a daily decline, but it should be, at least from this point on, a weekly decline. Over the last 3 weeks, it has been like, because I didn't have my shit together. But now we're back, so we should hopefully see a pretty sharp decline over the next 7.5 weeks until Oklahoma. All right, good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, July 24th. We are headed to boot camp. So I normally don't take her to work with me on Thursday mornings. I normally leave her at home with Ruben. However, Ruben is out of town. So Reagan is going to be a trooper today. She's coming with me. Honestly, I don't want to do this to her. Like, it doesn't matter to me. Don't want to do this to her. She's going to be with me at both of my shifts today. So, I mean, that's a total of like 7 hours. She's going to be at boot camp, which I just like, if I think of it like daycare, like, okay, kids go to daycare all day long, all the time. It's a long time, right? So, and in the middle of that, she has swimming lessons. So I'm going to see maybe if my little brother can take her this afternoon so she can not be at daycare, but we're going to see. I don't know, maybe you like boot camp. Do you want to be at boot camp today? You want to come back this afternoon? Yeah, she likes boot camp. It's just a mom guilt thing. Anyway, so woke up. I was 136.9 2 days ago. Then I was 136.4 yesterday, which was incredible because I got no sleep. And I was 136.9 again today, which is pretty good because I ate late. And I didn't work out at all yesterday. So I normally at least do my like post, and I'll say end of the day cardio, like after I have all my meals in. I didn't even do that. I was like, Andrea, you have got to go to sleep. It's really, yesterday was a mental battle for me because I was so unbelievably tired. But I had like locked in to prep. Oh my gosh, this traffic. Every Thursday, you guys, I say, oh my gosh, this traffic, like it's new. It's not new. It's the same traffic that it's been every single time. Anyway, I had mentally like flipped the switch. I was like, I'm in. I told my friends, I said, I am taking this prep to the pits of hell. Like, I have wasted a lot of time, and that's, it is what it is. But I was like, this prep, I am going to be digging deep. And I was killing it on my cardio, like for 3 days. Like, it's not like I've been doing this for 6 weeks, right? Like, but I was in, and I still am. And yesterday I was just like battling with myself because I wanted to. Finally, I got to the place where I wanted to do these things, but I was like, Andrea, you have to rest. Your body needs rest. Like, you are not going to be better for this 30 minutes of cardio when you literally got an hour of sleep. You are fighting for your life. You don't need to do another round of cardio, like, not another, you don't need to do cardio. Like, after Reagan's swimming lessons, I was like, okay, I'm going to go back to the gym early for training, and I'm just going to run one of these athlete games workouts. Like, they're 15 minutes, but they're very high intensity, right? Like, they're really hard. Like, I'm going to go back early, I'm going to run one of these athlete games workouts, and then I'm going to train. But you guys, after swimming lessons, I was like, Andrea, you have to sleep. Go nap. Like, even if you can just get 30 minutes of sleep, like, you don't need to go run an athlete games workout. Like, if that 15 minutes working out today was going to be the difference between you winning and losing. Like, it is what I have to rest. So against my heart, I rested. But let me tell you guys, my body feels so much better today. Like yesterday, I was hanging by a thread. I was hanging by a piece of used floss, as Aurelia says. Like, it was not good. So I am really glad that I rested. So anyway, but now we're back. Today is my actual rest day, but I am still going to do cardio. And then we should be like back into our normal swing, like our normal rotation, starting tomorrow. Ruben is obviously out of town, so it does make a couple things more challenging as far as like the time that I have, because like that means I have to be able to have child watch during my workouts, which is fine. Like at Powerhouse, I get a 2-hour max, and so it's like if all else fails, I'll do Powerhouse for 2 hours, and I will go to Burn Boot Camp. Even if I'm not doing the Burn workout, I'll just take Reagan to Burn, and I'll do like my own workout, like if I need more time. But I just don't want to do that, just because again, she's spending so much time with me at the gym like this weekend for work. But at the same time, she has already been like, yeah, I want to go to boot camp. Last time I actually only went there to work out, so I was only there for 1 hour. She's like, we're leaving already? I'm like, yeah, sorry, I'm not at work right now. Anyway, that's that. I feel so much better this week, you guys. I'm excited to see what happens over the next like 4 weeks, which is like from now until Athlete Games. It's not, Athlete Games isn't the mile marker for me, like as far as like, oh, let's see what I look like by Athlete Games. It's just that like that is the next thing that's happening right during this entire prep. So I'm just excited to see what my body can do between now and then, as far as like my capabilities to do these Athlete Games workouts, because I haven't run any of them like full max effort yet. And also just what my body does, especially because I'm posing with Sydney on the 13th or something. I'm posing with Sydney in a few weeks, and I don't want to pose with her like not looking like I'm in shape, just because it's easier for her to do her job if I look the way that I'm supposed to look. So anyway, that's that. I probably won't check in with you guys until check-ins tomorrow. My gosh, good morning everybody. It is Friday, July 25th or 26th, whatever, 25th. I'm driving to work. As you can see, it is light outside. You want to know why? It's not light, but it's not dark the way it normally is on Friday mornings, because I am late. Boot camp started 2 minutes ago, and I am so irritated. Not with, just with the fact that I overslept, but I didn't like oversleep, like, oh, my alarm went off and I was so sleepy. Like, my alarm, there is no evidence of me having an alarm set, and I know for a fact that I set an alarm, because I remember when I set my alarm, it tells you how long until your alarm goes off, and it said 5 hours and 37 minutes. So I know for a fact that I turned it on, but I didn't snooze it, because when you snooze an alarm, on my phone at least, when you snooze it or turn it off, it will say, like, it will tell you basically how you interacted with that alarm. So it will say snoozed 3 times or dismissed at whatever time you turned it off. Like, it's off. It's not, there's no interaction, there's nothing. And I think it's because my phone updated overnight, and I don't know why that would turn off my alarm, but like when I looked at my phone, it was like it had just turned on. Like, you know, when you reset your phone, like if you have a fingerprint ID or face ID, like you first have to put in at least on my phone, I don't know, you can't just do face ID or fingerprint the first time opening your phone. Once you turn it off, you have to put in a password. It says like, phone has been reset, please put password in to activate face ID. Like, it does all this stuff. So it looked like that, like my phone had been off, and then it, like, when I put in my password, it's like, phone has been updated, and I'm like, did this like turn off overnight? Like, what? So anyway, I'm late for boot camp, and of course I have 2 front desk girls that work at my gym, who are also trainers. Today is not one of their days. Be great if my front desk person was a trainer, so I could be like, hey, can you run the warm-up for me? I just called the front desk girl. I'm like, hey, have them do 10 squats and 10 RDLs back and forth until I get there. It's gonna be like 10 minutes, but it is what it is. I was supposed to drop off Reagan to my little brother, but I just did not have time for an extra stop, so she's thugging it out with me again this morning. Poor girl, she's such a trooper. I gotta make sure I like do something for her this weekend, because she was with me all day yesterday. She's now also gonna be with me for 2 shifts today, because she wasn't supposed to be with me for this one. She's supposed to be at home sleeping, and then she has to come with me again tomorrow. It's a lot. So anyway, I'm like 3 minutes away from work. So I was 135.8. I did have time to weigh myself. I did not take check-ins, obviously. 135.8. It's a new prep low. Okay, so it is still Friday. I am headed back to work. So I trained this morning. ran late, but got there, you know, in time to still run a full boot camp. I just missed like the warm up. And then after I trained 3 camps, then me and Reagan went to Powerhouse and I did legs. It was a really good leg day, especially considering I was fasted. But it was a really good heavy leg day and I felt good. My hip, I don't know if it's my hip. I don't really know what this is that's bothering me. It's like the back side of my hip. I don't know. It just randomly started bothering me yesterday. So I was a little bit nervous about it today in my Bulgarian split squats, and my abductor, it was like I could feel it. It wasn't in pain, but I could feel it. I'm like, what is this? But other than that, it was a really good leg day. And then we came home, we ate, and now I'm headed back to the gym just for a trainer meeting. We have a monthly trainer meeting. Then I got more work tonight. I have work again tonight because one of my trainers needs a sub. And I train tomorrow. It's a lot of work, especially to not have my mom or Ruben in town. So I promised Reagan I would take her to do something fun. I think I mentioned that yesterday. At least one. Yes, and today, if we have time. No, we're going to do it. I'm going to suck it up. I don't need to go home and take a nap in between every single thing. I would like to, but I don't need to. Check-ins. Okay, let's get to the point. Check-ins were all right. So I did wake up to a new low. I think I said that in my first clip this morning. 135.8. Now, of course, this is obviously not a true low, but it's a low for this current prep. 135.8, amazing. I didn't take photos, again, because I was running late. So I didn't get my photos done until after my leg day. So I'd already had coffee. I had already worked out. I'd already had water. But I was still fasted as far as food and calories go. But obviously, it wasn't like truly what I woke up looking like, which is fine. Obviously I'm chipping away at it. I'm not there yet, but I'm happy with what I did look like. My back looks better than it did last week. It's just my midsection is usually the last to come in, which is crazy because, bless you, baby, I always have abs, but it's because I have big ab muscles, right? Like I have prominent abdominal muscles. Otherwise, my midsection is actually the last really to come in. Like the way that it needs to, like, again, I will always have abs, but even when I'm soft, but my midsection is the last part to like get vacuum sealed. So I mean, just still waiting on that. My digestion has been much better. My mom got some new expensive probiotics, so she let me use some of it. She got 2 supplies. I don't remember what happened, but she gave me one of them. So I've been using that. That's pretty good. And then I also ordered Evident Nutrition Bile Boost, which is apparently some digestion holy grail. I've been seeing them post about it on social media. I asked Allison, like, okay, are you a believer? Because I'm only getting it if you're a believer. It's just $60. So I didn't get that yet, but so far so good on digestion, so I feel really good about that. I don't know what's going on, like I said, with like I don't know what it is. Maybe it's my glute. It's not really my hip. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's going on with that. So I'm interested to see like how my practice goes. I'm going to try to practice tomorrow. It's just really hard when Ruben's not here because my time is just so limited. So I'm going to try to practice tomorrow. It's also my 20-year high school reunion. We've never had a reunion. Our class has never had a reunion. This is our first one at 20 years. So it's like I have to train in the morning, and then I have to go to the gym to hopefully run a practice, and then I promised Reagan I would take her to do something, and then I have a family reunion, a high school reunion. So I gotta squeeze it.
I remember when we were staring a photo. Don't forget the way you look me in the eyes. And I keep you in my heart. In my heart is where you are. I still think of you. I want you coming back. I remember when we were staring a photo. Don't forget the way you look me in the eyes. And I keep you in my heart. In my heart is where you are. I still think of you. I want you